last class in JavaScript, and what we're going to learn is a continuation, or actually developing a spreadsheet application. So develop a spreadsheet application using Ajax. And of course, whenever Ajax comes in, you will have XML that will also come in. We are going to actually go ahead and look at the flow of the code. A ready, complete vision of the application is right here, where you can basically see that this is a spreadsheet with rows and columns. And these rows and columns overall have values in it. Now the interesting thing is, when we put this up on the server and type the domain localhost/ajax.html, the values are already populated. It's already populated with values. Of course, below that is a form which lets me update a value, but where are the values getting populated from? Does anybody in class know where these values are coming from? These values are coming from an XML document. An XML document can be created both ways. So a user can create an XML document to be sent into a database, whereas a database can export data from its server into an XML document. So these are populated. Now what the user is getting is, so this is very synonymous to like when you go into Facebook, you automatically see in your profile, it's populated with your information when you log in, because it goes and fetches that from the database. Now, when you make a change to it, you have a form to make a change to it. Just like if you see here, you have a form here which lets us select. So I have selected row 1 and column 2, which the value is 5.25. I change it to 4.25, click update, and notice without refreshing, the value has now changed to 4.25. This is through Ajax.
It's like an engine within an engine.
Exactly. It's an engine that stands between the user and the server. But when you use Ajax, unlike your traditional JavaScript, Ajax has to be used only on the server side, which means if you don't have a server, you don't have Ajax. You cannot use Ajax. So if I was to take this same HTML file, and if I was to go ahead and just double click this file on my page, it would still open, but there would be no values in it. The update will not work, because for that I need server. So nowadays, when you go to websites and you see that based on your selection, a traveling website, when you go to a traveling website, most of those websites are created in PHP, because the beauty of Ajax is Ajax not only works with PHP, but it also works with .NET, it also works with all the major programming technologies. So when you go to a traveling website and you go ahead and select your flight and everything and click publish, it shows you the flight information. That, you know, and then sometimes you can make a change right on the fly. Your calendar, if you create a calendar